I'm Robert Berlotti for Skedline News, and here are some of the biggest sports stories from this week. It was pretty sweet last night when the Montreal crowd gave a standing ovation to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The son of former Montreal Expo Vladimir Guerrero was given his father's number 27 to wear. Guerrero Jr. said he felt right at home in the Montreal locker room. His dad even tweeted out a thank you message to the Toronto Blue Jays. Guerrero came on in the top of the 7th, replacing Youngirvis Solarte. The Blue Jays fell 5-3 to the St. Louis Cardinals. The final game of spring training is tonight at Olympic Stadium in Montreal at 7:07 p.m. The Toronto Raptors are also in action tonight, taking on the Denver Nuggets at the ACC. The Raptors are looking to bounce back from a rare loss at home, 117-106 to the Los Angeles Clippers on Sunday. As of late, the Raptors' defense has been struggling, allowing more than 110 points in each of the last 3 games. Only the Raptors and the Warriors this season have been in the top 5 for both offense and defense. With a record of 54-20 and 8 games left on the year, the Raptors can break a franchise record of 56 wins set in 2016. They do have to play the Celtics twice and the Cavs once on the way. So you're saying there's a chance? Another Toronto team that's coming off a loss in the Toronto Maple Leafs being caught off guard yet again by the Buffalo Sabres 3-2 in the ACC. Safe to say this has not been a good run of form from Toronto sports teams. The Leafs' 13-game home winning streak came to an end at the hands of Jack Eichel. He opened the scoring of the game in the first period and scored the game winner in the third. This is Eichel's first 2-goal game since February 8th. Buffalo have beaten Toronto in 2 of the past 3 games they have played this season. The Leafs look to even the series on the year in their final meeting on April 2nd in Toronto. Now, even though the Leafs can score, and it was a bit of a struggle last night thanks to some good goaltending from Chad Johnson, Alexander Ovechkin doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. The Capitals forward scored his league-leading 45th goal last night in a 4-2 win over the New York Rangers. This is the 9th time in his career he has reached 45 goals, tying Wayne Gretzky and Mike Bossy. He passes Marcel Dion and Mario Lemieux on the list. If Ovechkin can hit the 50-goal mark this year, that would be the 6th time in his career he has achieved that. The 3 players that are currently challenging Ovechkin are Patrick Laine with 43 goals, Evgeny Malkin with 42, and William Karlsson from Vegas with 40. And speaking of Vegas, they have officially clinched the playoffs with a win over Colorado last night. They become the 11th franchise in NHL history to book a trip to the postseason, dating as far back as 1917-18 when the Toronto Arenas and the Montreal Canadiens did the same thing. No expansion team has made the playoffs since the league was brought in more clubs in the 1967-68 season. Vegas are also the first expansion team to record over 100 points in their inaugural season. Head coach Gerard Gallant earned his 200th victory as a coach in the National Hockey League. Gallant said after the game, "I'm really happy about making the playoffs. The 200th win doesn't mean a whole lot. It wasn't about our team winning. It wasn't about nothing. It was about the first responders and the tragedy that happened a week before that. The guys and everybody supported it well. Vegas Strong is written in the locker room." Now, the weather isn't too hot over here today in Toronto, but under the Miami Heat, 18-year-old Canadian tennis star Denis Shapovalov advances to the round of 16. Shapovalov defeated number 11 seed Sam Querrey in 3 sets, 6-4, 3-6, and 7-5. In a back-and-forth battle, Shapovalov capitalized on some key shots in the last round en route to the victory. He still got the job done despite 12 double faults throughout the contest. He is set to take on Borna Coric today at 3:45 p.m. Now over to soccer. The International Friendlies Week continues ahead of the World Cup in June in Russia. Finland defeated Malta 5-0. Bulgaria beat Kazakhstan 2-1. Norway edges over Albania 1-0, and Portugal lost to the Netherlands 3-0. Remarkably, yesterday, former Netherlands international Patrick Kluivert witnessed his son Justin Kluivert make his Netherlands debut. Both father and son appeared for the Netherlands at the same age, just 18 years old. Lots of matches are on today. England take on Italy, Germany play Brazil, Belgium take on Saudi Arabia, Mexico battle Croatia, and Poland host South Korea. Now, remember who said the quote, "We don't need bananas, we need champagne"? That was Munenori Kawasaki in 2015, celebrating the AL East Championship in Baltimore. The 36-year-old is expecting to retire from professional baseball following his release from his Japanese club Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks. Kawasaki spent 5 seasons in the MLB playing for the Seattle Mariners, Toronto Blue Jays, and the Chicago Cubs. He is the 3rd Japanese player to win the World Baseball Classic, Japan Series, and the World Series. That's all for sports. I'm Robert Pillardi, Skedline News.